Hi guys, cars. Many people today who drive has a really bad driving form, and that is mostly caused by the car design today. With the driving wheel being placed on the left for most of the cars. Some cars do have their driving wheels on the right, but it's always on one side, and that's what the problem is. And other than the driving wheel, I don't know how many people think about this. Shifter being placed on the right side all the time, always using the right hand to control, to switch, is what gives us our dominant right hand. Not to say I'm not saying for everything, but then for driving we do have a dominant right hand, and the same thing goes for pedals. That is usually controlled by the right foot. So altogether really makes a bad driving form. Imagine this. Imagine driving driving on the right. And actually think about our driving vision. When driving wheel is on the left, our vision is really limited, and we have to watch the road and everything from the left hand side, and that is something that is also not ideal. So for me, what I think is my ideal of a car is one that has a driving wheel. It's like that's placed right in the middle, kind of like this one right here. Which was how cars were originally designed. First car that were made was like this, with the driving wheel in the middle. And perhaps for the shifters, we could do something. It really depends on the designer. Put two shifters on both sides to balance it out. And then for the pedals, use both legs to brake, both legs to go forward. Again, both legs to brake, both legs to go forward. So there has to be one pedal on each side of the bottom. And the driver, and that will let the driver allow the driver to choose and have the option to whether to use his right or his left leg. One driver could choose to go forward with his right, brake with his left, or the other way around, or switch it up whenever he feels like it. Now, that's what I think of an ideal driving, a complete driving experience. Kind of like I said, kind of feel like driving a F1 race car, and kind of feel like driving a plane. Kind of feel like driving kind of like riding a motorcycle, where the driver gets to sit in the middle and then control, turn left and right, left and right, so that when the driver is turning, he doesn't have to look and then to make out, let's say that is this seat is the passenger seat, or this seat right here is the passenger seat. He has to make out how much space he has to keep in order to make a turn like this. So yeah, that's basically it. If you guys are with me, hope that explains, hope that points out what the problems is at. If you if you don't, or if you've never thought of this before, think about it. If you have any sort of discomfort in the perhaps in the wrist, in the elbows from having to drive. I know some people have to drive for their work, for their job, 4 or 5 hours a day, or even more. See if you have discomfort from long-term driving, from just in the knee, anywhere on your body, and then what you could do is see, try to find like a car that has a driving wheel that's on the right, and then which is mirror driving. See if that helps you. Feel the difference. See if that helps you, and then after you feel the difference, if there's a noticeable difference, come back here to try out a car that has a driving wheel placed in the middle, and see how that feels. Hope you guys are all healthy. Always remember this. Always when we're doing something that's one-sided only, always have to automatically think whether it is balanced or not. In this case, driving today, it's not. So I would say it's better off not to drive too much like this. But really, what choices do we have? Spread the word. Let me know. Comment what your ideas is. What you think about this. Thank you, guys. Always think about it like that. Always think about what can and what's possible. The driving wheel in the middle.